Now, Sean Hannity is a lot of things, and I might have called him a lot of different things, but a regular blue-collar Joe is not one of them. Now, recently, the millionaire TV personality spoke to Politico about what he believes the mainstream media does not understand about Donald Trump and his appeal to working people. Now, he says, quote, "There's a political earthquake that is rocking this country and D.C., and the media is missing it." Well, I kind of agree with that. Now, he continues. He says, "When you have the New York Times, a host on CNN, and a guest on MSNBC all calling the president of the United States a liar, if that is their coverage, they will never get their credibility back." That is where we don't agree. You see, this is funny. This is Sean Hannity talking about credibility. Do you know where you work, dude? Honestly? Credibility? Oh, all right. Now, besides, look, the truth of the matter is Donald Trump is actually lying. It has been proven that he's lied. Now, this is about, for example, let's take his crowd sizes, right? He sends out Sean Spicer to go and tell people it was the biggest crowd, period, ever. Wait a minute. That's provably false. Now, Donald Trump, while he had a pretty decent turnout for his inauguration, somewhere around 250,000 people, you had Barack Obama in 2008 bringing out 1.8 million people. And in 2012, you had 1 million people come out to celebrate the inauguration. That is still a hefty turnout, bigger than Donald Trump. You also had George W. Bush that had a bigger turnout, even though he also, just like Trump, lost the popular vote but won the Electoral College. Even Bush had a higher turnout at his inauguration. It's crazy. So he lied about his crowd sizes, and also he lied about the number of votes. He's like, no, we won the popular vote. No, you didn't. Do you actually look at the numbers? No, the numbers are fake. Fake news. Illegal immigrants, they're the ones that actually voted. 3 million of them, 3 to 5 million. So yes, all of those are confirmed lies. And you can just throw those on the mountain of lies that Donald Trump has uttered throughout the entire campaign. And as president. So yes, he is lying. And if you're talking about lying about the president, look, you might want to take a look at Fox News for the past 8 years. For the last administration, where they did almost nothing but lie about the president of the United States. The most recent example, and it's not exactly about the president, but it's just an example of Fox News lying about something. Abby Huntsman was caught straight up lying about food stamp fraud. Oh, food stamp fraud. Costing so much. It is exploding, the level of food stamp fraud that we have right now. We got to do something about it. Well, later on, when the USDA said, I don't know where you're getting your numbers, dude, but they're wrong. Here's the actual data that we collected. You're not even using our own data. You're using your own data that you plucked from somewhere. Alternative facts. Abby Huntsman had to go and apologize for being so misleading and so wrong. That's just one of the examples of massive lying going on at Fox News. Another one, do you remember death panels? That was supposed to be a thing. No, it's not a thing. It doesn't exist. It was another lie when it was about Obama's policy. So, again, Fox News doesn't exactly have a good track record of being honest. They kind of play a little fast and loose when it comes to the facts. So, when it comes to Hannity, by his logic, Fox News should have lost whatever credibility Hannity thinks that it has. Now, in reality, it doesn't really have all that much credibility, even though, to give them credit, they're good at propaganda, and they're actually they actually are the highest rated news station on cable TV. But again, cable TV is dying, and the Fox News audience is like an average age of 72. So their audience literally is dying. But anyway, he's going to continue on this. And then he's going to talk about Donald Trump. Now, he said, they don't understand Donald Trump. They don't understand the phenomenon. They don't understand what happened in this election. The level of elitism is breathtaking to me. Now, that actually I can agree with. That actually makes some sense. Congratulations, Sean. You actually got something right. The corporate media and the Democrats, yes, they did not understand. And yes, there is some elitism at play. They live in this Washington bubble where regular people, they don't understand the lives of regular people. It does not penetrate this bubble. And they don't actually go out and talk to people as well. What do? They raise money. They do $2,700 a plate fundraisers at, wealthy resorts. I mean, if you're going to call out that, then I agree with you. Call that out. Because I don't like the fact that our politicians represent corporate interests and not us. But Sean Hannity's not exactly calling that. What he's more talking about is the liberal elite, which, yes, does exist as well. But Democrats are at least a little bit more representative of working people. Progressives are actual working people that want to represent working people. So anyway, yes, there was one politician, however, that did actually break through that bubble, and that was Bernie Sanders. Now, his understanding of the problems of the working class is what helped him break through a 60-point lead and help him become the strongest challenger to Hillary Clinton. Now, again, I don't want to relitigate the primaries, right? But look, Clinton stole the nomination with the help of the DNC. And after she got that nomination, she failed to do what Bernie Sanders has done, promise any sort of change. No, everything's fine. Everything's going to be great. I mean, it already is great, despite the fact that a lot of you are saying that it's not great. But that's okay. We're going to keep going. Steady changes, a little bit as you go. Change on the outside, continuity on the inside, except there's really no change on the outside. She ran on no change. Now, that's because, of course, people who are elite didn't like the change. But there are regular people, both right and left, Trump or Sanders supporters, that did want change. They wanted desperate change. Now, Bernie, he was positive, hopeful change. Donald Trump, well, you see the kind of change he's making. Building a wall, banning the Muslims, destroying the ACA without a replacement, etc., right? Now, there is no doubt that in Donald Trump's change, he did run on the platform of hate and divisiveness, where Bernie Sanders says, let's all get together, let's all take care of each other. So that's a huge difference with them. Donald Trump's change came with a huge side of misogyny, racism, and Islamophobia. So, look, on that point, when you kind of break it down, he actually makes a decent point. So, but here's where the irony comes into play. Of course. Now, he said, quote, the media has a bunch of overpaid, out-of-touch, lazy millionaires that have nothing but contempt for the media, for the people that do make this country great. I am not one of those people. So you were saying that you are not a millionaire that is out of touch. Fascinating. Look, it is true that, yes, the media does have a lot of out of touch, overpaid millionaires that don't understand this country. They don't understand regular people. I don't think Hannity, though, can really say that he's not part of that crowd. Of course Hannity's part of that crowd. He's super rich. In fact, a few months ago, Hannity said in the show, now my overpaid friends in the media, again, you're overpaid and you're in the media, well, they have their chauffeured limousines and they like their fine steakhouses and expensive wine lifestyles. But wait, dude, you make millions of dollars a year as well. You're also overpaid, and let's be honest, who doesn't like a good steakhouse? Come on, man. Look, if I actually made a fraction of what he made in a year, I'd also go to a steakhouse. I don't go to no steakhouses. I can't afford the steakhouse. Come on, man. You got to admit it. You are part of the elite. Hannity's not a champion of the working class. And the reason I say that is the policies that he supports are not for the working class. They're anti-working class. This guy doesn't understand people any more than Donald Trump does. Donald Trump, the New York billionaire. This is a guy that got everything handed to him. No, he doesn't understand the working class any more than that guy does. No. Hannity understands. No, the thing about Hannity is he talks a good game, but doesn't understand. This isn't a guy who understands the working class. The only thing he does is that he plays one on TV. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation.